God dang it. Why can't I have this game? For real though, like Digimon Cyber Sleuth. The game recently came out in Japan, and a lot of people before release have been asking me to make a video about it because people know that I like to do these kind of talking videos where I just like to talk about, some shit, let them know what's on my mind and stuff. So I never got around to doing it. I don't know why, but really, man, now that it's come out, I really just am thirsty. Like I'm thirsty. Like I'm like a thought on a hot boyless summer day. That's how thirsty I am. Just think about, let that sink in for a little bit of how thirsty I am. Like I don't know if I've been this thirsty since Freedom Wars. And I'm about to go look at some like gameplay of it, like the story mode and shit and stuff, just so I can see how hard it's gonna be if I import it, because that's starting to come on my mind. This is how I was for Freedom Wars, if you did not know. So because Freedom Wars, if that bitch did not come, I'd have that bitch. You best believe I have that bitch imported. But yeah. So I'm about to see. The thing is, Freedom Wars, it wouldn't have been as hard because it's a monster hunting game. Yes, it's very story driven and whatnot, but it's still at the end of the day a monster hunting game. And unless I wanted to be like have the best weapons and whatnot, story and all that text reading wasn't as much a big of a deal. Obviously, it actually was for Freedom Wars because of all the edit or all the stuff I had to do, but through like some translations, I would be able to get through it. So I am very well thinking of importing Digimon for the PlayStation Vita because this game, guys, if you do not know what this game is, you should take your just stop with it because I don't care if you like Japanese games or not. Everyone's watched Digimon in their life, and two, this game has been getting incredible hype. The graphics are phenomenal. That's probably one of the greatest things that I think I see in this game on first glance. The graphics just bring me in. I don't care what kind of game it would be. The graphics alone would probably sell it for me. I'm a big kind of graphic guy. Not that they gotta be HD or very nicely, but sometimes the art style is what captures me, and that's something that Digimon has. The art style is just orgasmic, and then added on for Digimon a classic what's it called, like cartoon. I saw it as a cartoon, so I'm gonna call it a cartoon because when I was younger I thought it was a cartoon, not an anime. So to add in the graphics plus the cartoon from way back in the day, like whenever I was like 9 years old, that was the shit. I'm telling you, Digimon, anime-wise, Digimon is light years ahead of Pokemon. Nowhere near does Pokemon's anime come close to Digimon. Digimon's was hype, and they didn't have a bum main character like Pokemon does with Ash. And oh god, man, and I need this in the West, but there's no signs whatsoever that it is coming to the West. That's what kills me. Not a single sign. Like for Freedom Wars, we had some hints. We saw some hints of English game or English trailers. Those were like some nice hints, and we saw that it was rated. And then finally, we got the end. See, it got rated, and then it was like 2-3 months after that it came out. They announced that it was coming to the U.S. So, man, none of that has happened, and the game is released. You see, Freedom Wars, we're getting all these news. So before the release, and then it came out in Japan. By the time it came out in Japan, it was shortly after that they announced it for the US. So none of that has happened for Digimon. So it's just like, man. That's why I really might have to import this game. But the thing is, it's like what, $40 now? It's gonna be like $60-$70 if I import it. That's the only thing that's hard. It is worth the 40, it is worth the 50, but is it worth the 60 and the 70 is what I want to know. I don't know any. I not really researched this game much because I don't like to build up my hype on a game that I don't know if it's coming. Freedom Wars, I saw the game in the way it was just being made, and something about the game I just could tell it was coming to or I had my gut was telling me it's probably gonna come to the US. So that's when I researched it. Made a video about it, explained to people just so they could get their eyes on it. They could understand what Freedom Wars really was. And you know, I did it, and look at what I did. I've convinced many people to get Freedom Wars. I've convinced many people to know what Freedom Wars is, and it's all thanks to one guy, Maximum King of Fighter. He's posted on one of my videos and told him, blah, blah, blah. That's a whole nother story though. Back to Digimon. So like I said, my gut just tells me, unless something happens like soon or out of nowhere, this game isn't gonna be localized. And my gut tells me it's not gonna be localized soon, but there's little feeling that's telling me that it's gonna get released at some point. Now don't keep me to that word. Like I said, just my gut. But I just feel like such a game is not gonna stay overseas, because when you think about it, Digimon is known by so many US people. You know what I mean? Pokemon and Digimon, probably the two biggest animes that were US. Of course, Pokemon is still going on, but Digimon died off. But like back in the day, it was Pokemon and Digimon. That's all little niggas watched. Pokemon and Digimon. Nowadays, if I ask Digimon to a little young kid, he'd have no idea what it is. It's sad, man, because Digimon was a great anime. Just did not excel. Honestly, Pokemon, the only reason why it's excelling is because of the games. That's the only reason why it's getting so good and whatnot. So, yeah, I just thought I'd make this video about Digimon, man. The game looks crazy. So, I know there's some petitions and all that nonsense out there, but truthfully, none of it works. I remember there's a petition for Naruto on the Vita, and Bandai was like, if there's enough fan want for this game, then we'll do it. But Bandai's a big company. They make Dragon Ball Z games. They were looking for probably hundreds of thousands of people trying to get Naruto on the Vita. Like, they're not spending their money and losing it. Like, that's not how they roll. They're not fucking with it. That's why, you know, something like that is a little hard to do, because we barely have thousands of fellow, you know, strong Vita supporters. We have a lot, but we don't have hundreds of thousands. So, you know, that's why these petitions, not sure how good they would do and stuff like that. So, I really don't know, man. You can post them in the comments, let everyone know, you know, try your best. I will sign it if you want me to, but like I said, I don't see them doing too much justice. So, anyways, I've been talking for a little too much. Anyways, Digimon on the Vita, I need it. I'm thirsting. I'm like a little thought thirsting for it. But yeah, anyways, I will see you guys in the next video. Take care and peace.